Montana's Secretary of State wants the state Supreme Court to step in to reinstate some election rules that were passed by the Montana legislature but which are currently held up in court. On Wednesday, Montana Secretary of State Christy Jacobson's office asked justices to stay a district court order that blocked two new regulations, one eliminating Election Day voter registration, and the other requiring voters using student IDs for identification to bring additional documents. Plaintiffs, including the Montana Democratic Party, Montana tribes and advocates, and youth voting groups, challenged the laws as unconstitutional restrictions on voting. Earlier this month, a judge in Billings granted their request for an injunction to block enforcement of those laws until a final ruling on their constitutionality. Jacobson argued election officials have already been trained on the new laws, and her office has been educating the public about the requirements. So allowing a change this close to an election date would create unnecessary confusion. Last week, the district court declined to suspend its injunction during the appeal process. It will likely be the Supreme Court's decision that determines whether these rules are enforced during the next election. The district judge also enjoined two other election-related laws, one prohibiting paid ballot collection and one stopping ballots from being issued to 17-year-olds who turn 18 by Election Day. But Jacobson is not asking for a stay on those for now. That means they will not be enforced for the June election. A spokesperson for Jacobson's office told MTN they narrowed their appeal because it was, quote, the cleanest way to allow election officials to operate the election in the way they have been trained. The June primary will be the first statewide election since 2018 to be conducted with polling places. In 2020, state elections were held entirely by mail during the pandemic. In Lewis and Clark County, election officials say they've had more than enough people interested in serving as election judges. In Helena, Jonathan Amberian, MTN News.